any way related to the president's January 2nd tweet,
Yes.
in which he said that the United States has given some millions of dollars but has gotten no appreciation or respect.
We're not giving up on peace talks. We're not giving up on those conversations. It's something very important to this administration. Secretary Tillerson ultimately made this decision in consultation with other members of the administration.
But
and so that's where things landed.
Why can't you say whether, I mean, the president is the ultimate policymaker, you know,
One of the questions that people had asked about 10 days, 2 weeks or so ago was, will you zero out this money? Remember that whole flurry of reporting went around, people thinking that the United States would cancel out the money altogether. Look, a big part of the reason we didn't, after a lot of interagency deliberations, was we thought that that would have a negative impact. So here's where we came down. $60 million today, a potential second tranche, $65 million, and potentially more in the future. So we took those concerns into consideration. I want to note to you, the number didn't end up being zero. Today it ended up being 60 million, so we're somewhere.
Korean government said that the nuclear issue will not put negotiation on the table, so.
Now is not the time, our policy hasn't changed, now is not the time to sit down and have talks with North Korea. At some point, if and when they're willing to be serious about the issue of denuclearization, we would be happy to entertain that, but we're nowhere near that point yet.
Campaign. Is it not just a mistake image-wise?
Without that maximum pressure campaign that so many countries have been involved with, North Korea would not be having talks with South Korea. Granted, limited to the issue of the Olympics, but that is a start. So today, one of the things that the Secretary is doing is having a lot of conversations with those countries about how we can better enhance the maximum pressure campaign to get North Korea to denuclearize. An important thing for us, and I think it's an important sign that so many countries were present to show up to see what they can do to better help. As you know, the president extended the waivers on some of the sanctions for another 120 days. That's to provide time for the administration, in conjunction with members of Congress, to come up with legislative language to work harder on legislation that would help try to pull Iran into better compliance and look to being tougher on Iran. So that is something that the administration decided. Some of those conversations, from what I have been told, between Congress and the administration, they're making some pretty good progress on the legislation and some of the language on that related to that. Okay. We'll come back to that then, sir.